This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN Network. And joining me right now is Karim Nanji. He is the CEO of Marble Financial Inc. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you: MRBL on the CSE and MRBLF in the US. And you can actually see Karim doing a presentation at our upcoming event, the SNN Network Canada virtual event happening January 6th and 7th. To register to see his presentation, go to canada.snn.network. With that, Karim, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
Good. Thank you, Robert. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you. And we're recording this on January 1st, so hey, happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
All right. Well, let's start off with a quick overview and history of Marble, and then we'll go from there.
So, sure. Marble is a company that was founded in 2016. The focus at the time in 2016 was catering to the segment of the population that was just coming out of an insolvency. Insolvency in Canada has been increasing year over year over the last couple of decades. And these individuals that go through a federally regulated program in order to restructure their debts, they come out on the other side and find out that for 7 or 8 years, they have the inability to get back into the mainstream economy. And that's where the company had started. Of course, in the backdrop of all this, 50% of Canadians are living paycheck to paycheck. For every dollar of disposable income, Canadians carry about $1.75 of debt. So credit is very important in order to maintain daily lives for Canadians. And so the focus was very much on these consumers. In 2019, the company went public. I joined the company at that time, and we focused into fintech. And with the lending arm in the background, but the focus ended up becoming on fintech and providing a platform. So Marble's focus today is very much on digital financial inclusion. Financial inclusion is a global phenomenon. It speaks to the segment of the populations in all geographies that are excluded from mainstream financial services. So for now, our focus is on digital financial inclusion on Canadians who do not have access to useful and affordable financial products and services that meet their needs, either from the short term or from the emergency side, or even in the longer term for their long-term planning. And they can't get access to these financial services in an affordable and sustainable way. So the My Marble platform is a personal finance platform, and it provides consumers with specific and unique budgetary and credit insights related to their own personal financial situation. We include a financial education and literacy program through our Marble Maestro product, and it gives individuals an ability to build a positive financial future.
Very good. So what would you say? I mean, is there anybody else doing what you guys are doing right now? I'd love to learn a little bit more about the competitive landscape to provide more tools so that more individuals have access to the financial services you're referring to.
So, that's a very good question. From a competitive landscape, there's many companies out there that are giving free credit scores. Now, when we talk about financial inclusion, the three main components with respect to the definition of financial inclusion and why people are excluded relate to three major components. Inability to get a bank account. Canada specifically, that's not a problem. We're a very highly banked nation. But the two other areas are people don't have access to financial education. They just don't know. Most of us are very unsophisticated about those things that impact our finances. And the other one is the inability to build a positive credit report or improve derogatory information on their credit report. So Marble's focus is on the two areas of financial literacy and the ability to build positive credit, because credit is very important in our society. So there's a lot of companies out there that are giving free credit scores. There's a lot of companies out there, competitors, that will provide products that can help rebuild through a secured credit card or an installment loan. And then we also have the personal financial applications that give people information on their budgeting. What makes Marble unique is our software is based on artificial intelligence. It's very data driven. And not only are we giving individuals a credit score, but our software is telling them exactly what they need to do to improve their credit score. So you could get a credit score of 700 and it says, great, Robert, you're on the top X percentile of the population. But did you know there's 30 or 40 or 50 points available right now if you do these specific things? And you could get 30 points if you pay off your Walmart credit card, not pay off, but make a payment on your Walmart credit card on this date. And so it is artificial intelligence. What it allows people to do is a lot of times people go in for financing and they get declined because they find out at the late stage of the game. So our software helps consumers know before they go, and they can create those based on those prescriptions. It gives them an action plan. The same thing happens with individuals' bank accounts. So our software collects bank account transaction history, and we provide unique budgetary insights and recommendations associated with their cash flow, because poor credit stems from the inability to make payments most of the time. So that's where our software is different. We play in the same space with a lot of the giants with respect to credit scores, but we're very unique in terms of we give them specific recommendations with respect to how to improve and give an action plan rather than just giving them a 3-digit score.
Got it. And what's your background? I mean, how'd you come into all this?
Well, I was in retail financial services with a top Canadian bank in the mid-90s. I got the bug for technology. I left. I got some education with respect to technology. I ended up in Silicon Valley and realized, I guess, my employer realized that you could put a tie and suit on me and put me in front of customers. So I never got a chance to cut any commercial grade code. But at that time, I started working with the Visa, MasterCard, and American Express in the early 2000s and developing the first online wallet. Over the course of time, I realized that moving on to other organizations, TO before they were acquired by PayPal, Custom House before we were acquired by Western Union. My background, and I realized decades later, was very specifically in financial technology, helping bring financial services. And the unique part of all this, and the umbrella, was that I was focusing very much on using technology to get financial services out, whether it was payments or credit, to the segment of the population that is traditionally marginalized. And when the opportunity came for Marble to kind of take what I had learned, I think I have a very unique skill set in this industry, and putting it all together and developing the strategy and then moving it towards execution in order to be able to help this underserved population. You know, Forbes in October described this segment, the underserved, as the next $1 trillion opportunity in financial technology. And we've seen a lot of consolidations and mergers and acquisitions in this space over the last few months. And so Marble is really primed for hyper growth in this industry right now.
Very good. So to close us out here, you know, from what you can tell us, you know, what's the 1 or 2 things that investors should look for going into 2021, from what you can tell us, of course?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, there's a lot of things in the works with respect to new partnerships, new product launches, continual development on enhancing our product. COVID, even with all the harm that it's done, has brought an opportunity on our doorstep where it's magnified the segment of the population that is looking for financial services. So based on what we've already got right now on our product roadmap, we look to scale for investors who missed out on cannabis, who missed out on crypto, from the armchair looking in. Marble is the perfect opportunity and a gateway to be able to participate in an industry and to do some social good and create some economic value in providing a solution for a segment of the population that has just exploded in terms of opportunity.
Very good. Well, with that, Karim, where can our audience go and find everything they need to know to follow along the Marble financial story?
Absolutely. So mymarble.ca and mymarble.io give some background on the company, both on the operational side, on the business of the business, as well as information for investors looking at what we're doing on the public side. Thanks very much, Rob.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this today. Good luck, stay safe, and again, Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, Robert.